Hi, my loves. We are back again for another live reading. I'm going to get all the cards out before I begin. Remember, this is a collective reading, not a one-to-one reading. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you would like a personal reading, please reach out to me. I will never reach out to you for one. All right, let's get started. All right. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Cups, and we also have the Empress in reverse. Okay, so a lot of us are heavily focused on finances and making sure our financial goals are coming to fruition. But some of us are still a little hesitant about how we're receiving. Okay, some of us still have a fear of being left out in the cold because with the Empress in reverse, right? Underneath the Empress, we have the Five of Pentacles. So what's blocking the Empress from sitting upright, right, is this fear of being left out in the cold, this fear of not having enough. So what does that tell us? In order for us to help change our perspective, which helps change our reality, we have to now understand and change and release the fears that we have mentally about us being left out in the cold. Remember, this is a mental game, okay? And next to the Knight of Swords, we also have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So it's kind of, this message is telling us, like, don't get so caught up in the small day-to-day. Think about the big picture. Think about how far you've come, okay? A lot of you have doubled, if not, I'm hearing quadrupled your finances, whether I'm seeing like an investment portfolio or just small investments here and there. So those investments are, and this is not financial advice, this is just what I'm channeling, okay? Entertainment purposes only. So those investments have seen some sort of an increase, but there's still this fear tied to not having enough, which is affecting your material abundance, okay? So once you start to release this fear of being left out in the cold, right, and release the need to view things from such an intrinsic, like a micro point of view, right? We want to look at the big picture here. You'll start to ease up on those fears. I'm also hearing, try and see, oh, I'm getting chills left side of my body. Try and see if this is tracking to any females in your life. Could be female mother energy, could even just be like female ancestry energy, right? This could be a fear that has been being carried, quite literally, because now it's affecting my shoulder. It's something that is being carried through generations and generations, okay? And when we have something that's carried through generations and generations, it kind of becomes even more tricky to release as we go from generation to generation, right? Because not only do we have our own subconscious and or soul programmed things to work through, when we tack on the generational stuff, like, okay, if your mother dealt with it, that's one generation, then your grandmother, that's another, then the great grandmother, that's a whole nother, then great great grandmother, and then it's like, oh my goodness. And then with all those like, I'm seeing like tentacles, right? With all those energy spikes going outwards from all these different relatives now, within each of those, they have their own programs that they thought because of that, which now get added onto yours. So think of like this major, this is like your mother, right? And then here, I can't, okay, here she has like even more, three more tentacles that pop off from this, because the fear of money then diverted into the fear of not having enough for the household, fear of not having enough for herself, and fear of not having enough for her children. Okay, so then you got all that tied into your mom's, and then on top of that, it's your stuff. Okay, so now think of all the generations, and now think how many times that fear could have been diverted and or dissected and or like materialized into a different shape or form that you're not working through. No big deal. But you're doing great here. You're doing so good here. That's the whole point. Like, the point of this reading is to let you know, like, hey, you are doing so good and you are working through this, but there is still this little teensy bit of generational energy that we need to work through, right? It's a little bit, and this Judgment card is us like coming to the realization of, right? This is us actually releasing our judgments from it and helping us to release the patterns within our collective, so to speak. And not only like our collective conscious, but also like our collective ancestral line that we're working through as well. Okay. All right. So advice for that, just make sure you're working on releasing those judgments that you have towards money. Release the judgments that you've placed towards yourself about the money, about other people about money, about having power when it comes to money, all those little micro judgments that we place on top of the macro. All right, so let's see if there's any other messages that want to come through. Thank you all so much for liking this live. Please share it. And again, this is a collective reading, not a one-to-one reading. I do offer one-to-one readings, but you just got to reach out to me. I will never reach out to you because that's creepy and I don't do that. So if anybody reaches out to you pretending to be me, block them and yeah, ignore them. All right. So this message right here, I'm being guided to tell you is coming directly from like the highest aspect of your soul. Because we had the Temperance card come out. And as soon as I saw it, they were like highest self. And I'm like, okay, so this is a direct download from your highest self. And again, everybody has this highest self, right? And fun fact, I don't think you guys realize your highest self, like the highest is actually God. Just for fun facts. All right. So your highest self would like you to know. Bum, 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 bum. It sees the work that you're doing, okay? It sees that you are releasing burdens. It sees that you've also agreed to carry and release burdens from lifetimes. But not only lifetimes of yours, like I mentioned before, they're highlighting again, where your highest self recognizes how hard it's been for you throughout this journey. But your highest self also knew that you had the ability to do it because you chose to do it. Okay, recognize, they want you to flip your perspective on how you visualize the situations that are happening within your life. Okay, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. It's not happening because you weren't weak and you were too weak to do it. It happened to you because you chose to do it because you were strong enough to do it. Okay, they're highlighting the fact that you are a literal warrior, but you're also an earth angel. You have such a powerful dynamic within you that you are able to alchemize such strong energy, not only energy that's tied deep within emotions, but also energy that's tied deep within like earth galactic lines, I'm hearing. Okay, recognize your ability to do so because they see you as the magician. They see you as like an avatar, as a god, goddess, the creator, all that is, who is able to literally transmute everything. Allow yourself to keep anchoring your most authentic light and allow yourself to keep shining your authenticity, because when you anchor your most authentic light, you actually anchor more of the divine into every single aspect of your life. Every single thing that you touch will turn to gold as long as you continue to keep activating and downloading the highest within you. We see the work that you're doing and we are proud of you. To say proud is even an understatement for our angelic ears to even comprehend. You have no idea the amount of work that you've done, and you have no idea the amount of grace that you have been given because of this. Okay, so those messages are directly from your highest self. They literally see you. They want you to know that they see you, and they want you to know that you are literally going to be provided for. All right, so any final messages for the collective? Woo. All right, so we have Four of Wands, Knight of Wands. This is literally, again, you coming into union with the divine. Four of Wands, right? And for me, Wands energy is like literal divine creation energy. So you, all my dears, my beautifuls, are literally creating such a huge transformation within your life. But you fail to see it sometimes because you fail to give yourself the credit for that as well. Okay, trust that this major transformation that you're going through is to help sift out all the things that are no longer working within you. Okay, because some of you have literally, I don't know, this was either last night or a couple nights ago, like within the past week, you guys literally made a pact with the divine to like show up and show out no matter what, and that is being brought to the light right now. And they were like, ever since you did that, we are literally molding the path in front of you in more ways than you can even realize. So for y'all that made that declaration to the divine, know this is your confirmation, and yes, they heard it. Yes, it's done. Okay, you literally brought justice to not only yourself, but you also brought justice to your family line. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, I just got crazy chills. All right. So the next couple of weeks, you're really being asked to tune in more with your energy body, okay? They want you to understand, like, yeah, like at this point in life, you've almost mastered like the senses, okay? But now let's start working on our extrasensory perception. Let's start working on our higher gifts. Let's start working on our clairvoyance, our clairaudience. Play games with yourselves, okay? A lot of you do come across those videos on TikTok where it's like, oh, test your intuition, do all that. Play those games, okay? The more games that you play with yourself in regards to that, the more your gifts will increase, and you're being asked to do so at this time, okay? You're literally being asked to step into the highest version of yourself. Why now? Because you are able to. All right. Don't limit yourself to your past attachments. Don't limit to yourself to anything that you are holding on to, which is limiting your literal soul's mastery. Because by doing your soul's work, you literally move into your 10 of Cups, which is everything that you've ever wanted. Okay. But it's like not even on like it's more than just on a material level. It's you have that inner peace and inner knowing and inner confidence and just inner trust and inner faith, and it's otherworldly, and nothing of this world could even come close to it. So do yourself a favor and keep going, because I know you've been doing it, and I know it's been an uphill battle, because here we have 9 of Wands. This is literally us being like attacked every single which way. Like we take a step forward, and then as soon as we take a step forward, we like sigh. I'm seeing somebody sigh a deep breath of relief, and then literally the next day it's like pow 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 pow, and we're just like, oh my god, I thought we just got through this. Trust and know, guys. Trust and know. Like it is like that sometimes. Okay, it could be like that sometimes. Like look at my hair, for example. It can be like that sometimes. It's holding together, but sometimes it looks a little crazy. Okay, and I know it has literally been such an uphill battle for you, but just have faith and know you are leaving those troubled waters. Okay, 6 of Swords. You see the troubled waters behind them? You see the nice, clear, calm waters in front? That's where you're going. Have faith and know. Have faith and know. No matter what storm you're in, no matter what storm you just left, have faith and know the divine is always with you. Have faith and know you are always doing the right thing. And have faith and know I'm hearing like there is no such thing as a wrong decision. So some of you have been downing the decisions and or choices you've been making. Please don't do that. Please don't ever let that self-doubt creep in. Okay? Because self-doubt is a confidence killer, and also self-doubt will literally block you from moving into such beautiful directions in life that you couldn't even fathom possible. And for what, right? And for what? A thought pattern? Like, that's silliness. When you think of how powerful you are, like, how are you going to let a thought, like, stop you from attaining everything that you want? Right? That's kind of silly for us to do that. All right, my loves. Well, it was wonderful reading for you guys today. I love you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day. Remember, reach out to me if you want personal readings. I will never reach out to you. I'm going to post this video on my YouTube. I'll probably only post a short clip it on TikTok again. So yeah, love you. Support my channel. Like, share, comment, all the above. Bye.